okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford called out Floyd Mayweather, saying the boxing legend only talks about fights when money is involved. Crawford made it clear he never thought about fighting Mayweather and has no interest in it. To him, those kinds of matchups are just hype for big paydays, not about proving who's the best. He believes Mayweather is chasing cash with exhibition bouts, while his own focus is on building a real legacy. Crawford admits Floyd had his time, but says this era belongs to him, and he won't let money-driven distractions take away from what he's already done in the sport.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll beat this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I know you thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, he did that. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plotting. Like,
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Many critics believe Mayweather's recent boxing appearances are more about money than competition. Once praised for his perfect record and brilliant defense, he now takes part in exhibition fights that pull in millions but mean little for the sport. Analysts note how often he shows off his wealth, saying it proves he doesn't even need these fights. Still, he keeps doing them. For a lot of fans, this shift has been disappointing, as it feels like his focus has moved completely from being a champion to chasing paychecks.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right? He couldn't get going at the rate that he expected, but early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine though, it's going to be a both.
Former champ Timothy Bradley has strong opinions on a fantasy fight between Crawford and Mayweather. He argues Floyd always had trouble with southpaws, and Crawford's unique style would give him huge problems. Bradley points out Crawford's ability to switch stances, his timing, and his adaptability as skills Floyd wouldn't handle well. He even claims Mayweather's defense wouldn't stand up to Crawford's versatile attacks. Going further, Bradley says Mayweather isn't as unbeatable as people think when facing fighters like Crawford, sparking heated debates among boxing fans.
Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Sam Judah. Sam Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand, the way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? Man, that bull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counter puncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep, I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life.
Others say it's unfair to compare Crawford to Mayweather at all. They argue Floyd fought and beat a long list of world-class opponents, while Crawford hasn't faced the same level of competition yet. From this angle, Crawford's achievements, though impressive, don't match the historic weight of Floyd's career. These voices insist Mayweather's greatness is already locked in, while Crawford is still building his case. They believe it's too early to put them on the same level.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult gave a bold take, saying Crawford deserves to be ranked above Mayweather for one big reason. He points to Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez, calling it a risky move Mayweather would never have taken. Crawford went up in weight and fought a dangerous opponent in his prime, while Floyd was known for carefully choosing opponents and timing his fights perfectly. To Showbiz, that risk factor gives Crawford's legacy an edge, challenging the idea that Mayweather is untouchable in boxing history.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't even attempt to do.
Crawford himself has grown tired of being compared to Mayweather. He's said more than once that he has no interest in fighting him, stressing that Floyd belongs to a different era. Crawford believes fans should focus on what he's doing now, not on endless what-if scenarios. He gives Mayweather his respect, but says legacies don't need to overlap. In his eyes, it's unfair to keep linking him to a retired fighter who has already passed his prime, while he's still building his dominance in today's boxing world.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia, who has battled top fighters himself, gave a careful answer when asked who would win between Mayweather and Crawford. Instead of picking a side, Garcia said the fight would probably end in a draw. He explained that Floyd's defense and Crawford's versatile offense could cancel each other out. His response shows the respect both fighters command, as many believe they're so evenly matched that even in a fantasy fight, no clear winner would emerge. Garcia's take added yet another layer to the heated debate among boxing fans.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever, at 147, That's tough. I don't know. A draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other. To be honest, I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's harder than the world title.
Former champion Shane Mosley sees things differently, saying Floyd's size would work against him against Crawford. Mosley believes that while Mayweather is technically brilliant, he's simply too small to handle Crawford's power, reach, and versatility. He argues that Crawford's switch hitting and physical edge would neutralize Floyd's defense. To Mosley, this size gap is the deciding factor. Floyd thrived against fighters closer to his own weight, but against a naturally bigger, stronger Crawford, the challenge would be too much. His comments highlight how size, not just skill, plays a huge role in fantasy matchups.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no question the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. Perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won the fight.
Showbiz the Adult added more balance to the conversation by addressing the comparisons between the two. He pointed out that Crawford's victory over Canelo sparked talk of his legacy being on par with, or even surpassing, Mayweather's still. He warned against judging too quickly, saying legacies aren't built on a single fight. While Crawford's win was historic, Floyd's career is marked by decades of dominance across multiple divisions. Showbiz argues that a fair comparison needs to consider consistency, quality of opponents, and long-term impact. His view respects both men, acknowledging Crawford's greatness while honoring Floyd's established legacy.
Not add a heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather, you're talking Floyd, Muhammad Ali, you're talking, all those guys, Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys, okay? Not only are they better skill-wise, they have more opportunity to do greater things because they're small. They could go up weight classes. They can kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain, all right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight class. They fight a very big guy or whatnot, like Usyk did.
Trainer Stephen Bredman Edwards offered a fresh perspective, urging fans and media to stop forcing comparisons. He said Crawford's win over Canelo should be celebrated for what it is, a once-in-a-lifetime achievement, without dragging Mayweather into it. Bredman criticized the immaturity of always pitting fighters against each other and reminded everyone that Floyd is retired and shouldn't even be in the conversation. In his view, the focus should stay on Crawford's accomplishments and giving him credit without overshadowing then with endless debates.
To Floyd. You know, man, I don't really want to compare them right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And, you know, they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd will be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. You know, it's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing, like, and make up something just to, I got my opinion on, you know, how the fights will go, and, you know, but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And, you know, unfortunately, they didn't fight. You know, they could have made, they kind of two different eras, though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Bud's a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it. You know?
The boxing world remains divided, and the debate shows no signs of ending. Many fans argue Crawford would beat Mayweather because of the risks he's taken, especially moving up in weight to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Others insist Floyd's undefeated record and defensive genius still make him superior. The truth may be that both are great in their own ways, representing different eras and different styles. This ongoing back and forth proves how much both men have shaped boxing, each leaving behind a unique legacy that sparks admiration and debate.
Terence Crawford's gonna win. I used to think that the size difference was too much, that Canelo Alvarez was like, man, how are they gonna do this? He's 168, Terence Crawford's 147. But seeing what I've seen from Canelo Alvarez and seeing what I've seen from Terence Crawford, and while Terence Crawford didn't look great in his last fight, he looked awesome against Errol Spence. But to me, Terence Crawford is as good as they come. He's another all-time great. He's a legend. He's one of the best that I've seen from a pound-for-pound standpoint. But to me, Terence Crawford, he's older, but a lot less wear and tear. He turned pro in 2008, but he has 41 fights to his name. Canelo Alvarez has 63. Canelo Alvarez also has taken more shots, has been in more wars, quote unquote, whereas Terence Crawford was just beating everybody's ass for a very long time. And almost all of his fights have been one-sided. And two, I think Terence Crawford's gonna beat him in September. I don't know how, but I think
Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez is seen as the moment that sealed his place among boxing's greats. Jumping up to weight classes to face one of the most dominant champions of his time was an incredibly bold move, yet Crawford pulled it off with skill and composure. The fight proved not only his talent, but also his fearlessness, showing he's willing to take risks few others would. Analysts say that when pushed him into the all-time great conversation, for Crawford, it's more than just a victory. It defines his legacy as a fighter who took on the toughest challenges and came out on top.
After Terence Crawford defeated Saul Canelo Alvarez to become the new undisputed super middleweight champion and achieving GOAT status of his era, a lot of people are wondering now, what could be the next step for Terence Crawford? And to be honest with you, there's a couple options. The great man himself did state a move to middleweight division could be his next step, and of course a certain someone caught wind of it. With this interview, Jana Beck posted this with two emojis with a thumbs up and an A-OK. And to be honest with you guys, I would love this matchup here. I mean, Jana Beck is one of the most feared and avoided boxers in the entire game today. And look, stylistically, this could be an absolute epic matchup. I mean, the boxing IQ and thunderous power in Jana Beck versus the GOAT himself. Who wouldn't want to see that? But of course, there are rumors that Carlos Adames could be Jana Beck's next opponent, and that could be a huge unification to see who's the top dog at 160. But after that, who knows, man? And of course, the next option could be the rematch between Saul Canelo Alvarez. And for me, I would absolutely love to see this. I mean, the first time round was absolutely amazing to see Terence Crawford achieve greatness. But to do it again, guys, who wouldn't want to see this? And to be honest with you, it could be even bigger than the first time round. Or option 3, in my opinion, could be retirement. I mean, what he's achieved in the game is absolutely unbelievable. Undisputed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And defeating the guy, the man himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, to achieve that. What more is there to achieve at this point right now, guys, honestly? But look, knowing Bud, I'm pretty sure retirement is out of the question. Well, at least for now. But after what he's achieved, no one can question what he decides to do next. And look, guys, for me, even if his next move is to go to middleweight, best believe I'll be there to watch it, guys. But guys, what's your thoughts about all this? And what do you think Terence Crawford should do next? Let me know.